Hello everyone, and welcome to the review of the Baseus car charger. And again, this doesn't have a usual name like Baseus names their products, and they give them something else beside their characteristic. This is just a car charger, and it can output up to 160 watts of power, while it has a dedicated 100 watt PD port. It also has other ports, and combination of all the power it's 160 watts. It comes with two USB Type-C plugs and a regular USB socket. So let's take it out of the box. Okay, and we get small envelope here, probably user manual or something like that. Yes, we get a user manual. We get here something in Chinese, warranty card, and of course some stickers. Right. Further on, we get a USB Type-C to USB Type-C cable and the charger itself, which is rather compact for the power output that it offers. It also has Qualcomm Quick Charge 5 protocol, so should be able to charge a lot of devices very fast with that. To be able to verify if this really has PD output and it can supply at least 60 watts of power, I'm going to use my Asus ROG Ally here. This needs 65 watts of power to properly charge, and if you don't get that power, it's going to throw you an error that the battery will not charge and it's going to discharge. And also we are going to use this tester, which is going to show us the real power that it's going out of the charger. So I'm going to use their provided USB PD, hopefully, cable, because you can look here somewhere, probably you are going to find another video related to cables and another Baseus cable which has a built-in tester. That's very interesting because not only of the display that it has, but also because it has a eMark chip, and that's very important nowadays. Right, so to power it up, I'm going to use here a power bank, portable solar generator as they call them, which can also output 12 volt like a car socket. This works also for 12 and 24 volts. It's auto selects it, so you can use it also on bigger trucks with 24 volt battery systems. So I'm going to power this on, and it has here an ambient light. It shows that it's working, and I'm going to put a cable in one of the ports here, and I'm going to put a testing device. Currently it doesn't do anything, so I'm going to connect it to the load, and we get here performance. Means that for now it's okay, it's registering whole power, and let's see what we get here. You can see here, let me try to make this bigger. You can see the power went up to 60, 59, 58, and I'm not even playing anything on it. It's just charging the battery as it's not full right now. So if I'm going to open a game, probably it's going to draw a bit more. And here, let's see, if you are familiar with this handheld, you know if the charger is not the proper one, you get here a notification, an exclamation mark, and also it's going to limit the power. You are not going to be able to select here 30 watts, it's going to be 25 watts. So now I'm enjoying the full power of this handheld without any kind of limits. So this certainly outputs at least 65 watts of power. But let's stress this a little bit more. So here is the Baseus USB cable with built-in tester, and I'm going to use the other port, which is not giving you 100 watts of power, so it's actually limited. But I'm going to also connect my notebook here, and let's see what happens. I get something like, it's not visible, but let me try to adjust the camera a bit. So roughly 20 watts of power. And you can see it's a slow charger detected, but nonetheless it still charges up my notebook. So right now it's charging both my notebook and my handheld. The handheld is still drawing close to 60 watts of power, while it's still putting 20 watts of power into this notebook. And that's actually good, because if you look at the product parameters, the specifications, you can see that this can output 100 plus 30 plus another 30. So currently I'm not loading it too much, but it's doing the job. So it's doing 60 watts in my handheld and another 20 watts in my notebook without any kind of issues. You might wonder why the notebook only draws 20 watts, even if this can supply 30 watts. Well, the idea is that my notebook has a built-in protection for the battery, and when you connect the charger, it has an option to run off the charger and not charge the battery to extend its lifespan. Also, it was limited by the port. So if I change the port, take out the handheld and just connect the notebook, you are going to see here something very interesting. Just look at the power here. So it's again 20 watts, but sometimes it spikes to more than 30, then goes to 20 and so on. This is how my notebook uses power, because it's connected to the charger, and depending on the tasks that are running on it and the fan speed and what it's actually doing, the CPU load and so on, it actually varies the power a lot, but it doesn't go over 20 watts usually. So only just tiny spikes there. So when I've tested it together with the handheld, it's not that this doesn't supply enough power, just that this doesn't use it. And being a Qualcomm charger, this also should be compatible with most phones and should provide quick charge option, and is doing that okay. The power level is again around 20 watts of power on this phone, because that's how fast it can charge. So that was it for now. So if you are in the market for a new car charger for your phone, handheld, notebook and so on, you might take a look at this one, because it's actually rather cheap in comparison with other brands, and it provides a lot of power and should be okay up to 100 watts. Also, it can combine with several devices, so you can charge your phone, your handheld and your notebook, or a combination of that, while you are traveling. Oh, until my next video, see you and bye bye.